Welcome everyone to Open to Abundance. Let's now start with our initial opening prayer. In the name of abundance, the love of money, and the infinity of the multiverse. To begin with, abundance is not only the pleasure but also the withdrawal phase, the pain, the cyclical moments of happiness, sadness that envelops the contentment and satisfaction of everything. Money is everything, but everything is not money. You can buy the whole world, but the world is not all about you. It is really a fine wine to be simply just be you. To be open to the pieces of the puzzles is to go to the paradise of the paradoxes and be finally free yourselves from yourselves for yourselves. Unnamed. So our topic for today is abundance. So you must know by now what is abundance. Abundance is literally everything. Everything as if you have this one thing that could make you happy, comfortable, or safe. Then you are in abundance mode. So now we're gonna move on to the matrix of abundance. I'm gonna display the Cartesian plane as to simplify things in understanding what is really the matrix of abundance. So at the center, we have abundance, and we will categorize from left to right the pain and pleasure of things. And from above, we have the measure of love, and below down, the measure of despair. So pain, pleasure, that's enough to understand that abundance is not only pleasure, but also there is also an abundance of pain right now in the world. As you can see, pleasure and pain. The rich got more pleasure, the poor got more pain. So now, if we do add the following measurements, like the up, you have love plus pleasure, we could consider it good. So we're gonna put the quarter one as positive positive in Cartesian plane as good. And what's next? The despair. So despair is a very dangerous thing when taken into action. And if you combine it with a pleasure, surely you will you will become a little or more crazy. That's really lead to craziness. So we're gonna put that in quarter two below the good side. So craziness, that is craziness. You have despair and you uh feel happy. It's being crazy. You're in a negative situation and you feel very happy. So the next one, quarter three, we have the left side pain. That's painful. That's negative for experiences, traumatic experiences, etc. So pain plus despair leads to what? Evil. So That's how things will get into if ever one's born in a poor family or a strict rich family. That's how it's gonna lead to. And the last, pain, pain, quarter four, pain plus love is stupidity. So what example could it be? Simple example. Uh, Marriage and divorce. Of course, promises are meant to be broken, and history shows even loss and money is there at the front. People always go at the back door of side of things to go for things that they want. Things always change. Want always change for the people. That's infinity, the cycle of things. So now we have a we have the simplified understanding of the matrix of abundance. That's it. Next, we're gonna go for the resolution of abundance. So how we are gonna resolve abundance? So if you're rich and you're in abundance, you're in a good position. You have love, you have pleasure. But if you only have pleasure and you don't have love, you have despair, that will surely lead you to craziness. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gotta go resolve your despair and go to love, which is the opposite. Going back to that good side. That is very hard because many or most of the rich, when they lost something, it is replaceable if it's material things, but if it's sentimental or have some value, like it can't be replaced, like a child, a daughter, a family member, a wife, a husband that you lost. It's not really easy replaceable because of our mortality. So you'll go to despair and pleasure that leads to craziness. That's for the rich that don't have love. But if you can maintain your composure, you can redirect your mind and be content with what you have. You're already you're already safe, and you already have the things you need to survive if you are rich. So if you're poor, you are left down to the left side, pain and either up or down. Pain pain love leads to stupidity, or pain despair leads to evil if you're poor. I mean, if you have pain and love that leads to stupidity if you're poor, then you might become a victim. And if you're poor in pain plus despair that leads to evil, then that might lead you to become a bully. But the resolution must be in neutral resolution. The same thing, composure. You must redirect your mind to something. Just challenge yourself, not go on the same direction. So for yeah, that's it. I think neutrality is good, but not. It's not. If you can do solitude, that will be best to isolate yourself so you can think more clearly. Because abundance is starts from the mind, just like everything else. Abundance is everything. So the next is for the good and evil. So what is good? Love and pleasure. But you can't get love and pleasure without pain. But what you call this? Despair is an unconscious thing. So love pleasure is good. How do you resolve the problem with love and pleasure? By knowing the pain and despair around you. Because you can't just you can't just understand that it doesn't exist. It exists. It's maybe the primal nature of everything. Love, pleasure, pain, despair. Maybe it's a cycle. You get happy, you get sad. So that's it. Either you're going back to neutral, or you're gonna experience less pain and less despair, then go back to the good, which is love and pleasure. So the last, we have resolution for the evil. What is evil? Pain and despair. That's how society works. You're born poor, you're in pain. You're working, you're getting victimized, you're getting bullied, and that leads to despair. You're getting programmed and etc. So that leads to pain plus despair is evil. So what's the resolution for evil? The opposite. You go if you get lucky. That's it. Luckiness. Just wait for luckiness that somehow there will be a moment, either neutrality, peace. You go to peace, everybody become bored and leaves you. You can now have a solitude, not torture, solitude, to think clearly. You can now isolate yourselves. Or the one that's lucky, which is to when you meet someone or something or some ideas, Or maybe you get to travel to another dimensions, another multiverse. And somebody something pulled you up there and give you love, give you pleasure. That will easily lessen your thing. Yeah. So if you have pain, that's it. The simple solution, lessen it, drop the baggage and rest. If you have despair, just wait. You wait. It's patience. What do you call to this? The problem with despair is the action. Well, in free will and determination, action really doesn't exist. It's the- it's already determined. You are just watching. So basically, this reality is just watching. So that's it for the despair. You kind of just sit by and or just watch you how you do your action. Don't initiate. You will do it. Just like getting to sleep, you will fully energize upon waking up. Let yourself fall to sleep. The resolution for pleasure. Maybe if you want to minimize your pleasure, you can minimize your pain because that's cyclical. But if you maximize your pleasure, then next time you will receive more pain. And for the love, that's the same. The more you attach to things, the more you will despair when it's gone. So you gotta master yourself. You gotta do it. Yeah. The problem next is money. That's it. Psychological escape of money because everyone is fighting for each of our imprint. That is abundance. Abundance, everything, money. So I guess that's for the next topic. Thank you for watching. Have a abundance day. See ya all.